Good morning, guys. So we just arrived at Sunset Beach in Cape May. This is a small, quiet little beach that is usually not too packed. And if you look out in the water, this beach is known for two things. One, the wreckage of the World War I SS Atlantis concrete ship. It's one of, I think, 10 concrete ships that were commissioned during World War I due to the shortage of steel. And this ship never saw battle. It was commissioned, it was made, but it never actually was used. And then I think it broke free during a storm and it ended up getting lodged over here on a sandbar, and it's been stuck ever since for almost 100 years. I think it's been there. What's left of it now, every year, it deteriorates more and more. So what you see right there in the water sticking out is what's left of the ship. This is high tide right now, but even on low tide, you can't see much more other than that. And usually there's just a ton of seagulls and birds perched on the top of it. I'm going to try to zoom in here in a minute, but there you go. So we've been coming to this beach for about 10 years. There you go. I just zoomed in as best as I could. And there's a bunch of birds perched on it. I have seen people get in canoes and canoe themselves out there and around it and take pictures and stuff. But that is what's left of the ship. And I'm sure in 10 years or so, you probably won't even be able to see much of it at all. But the reason we started coming to this beach is because someone said, oh, this is a beach. They have amazing sunsets, but they also have Cape May diamonds. And when we came here, the entire beach was just covered in these little stones, all different colors, and clear ones and red ones and yellow ones. And apparently they were pieces of quartz that wash up from the Delaware River or something. I forget where exactly it came from, but I think that's where they used to come from. And there would be tons of people on the beach just plopped down in the sand just by the water's edge, picking through all the rocks. There were tons of them. And we would literally come here with buckets and we would spend hours on the beach just picking through rocks. And we have a tumbler at home and we would tumble the rocks, and they would be like beautiful smooth orange and yellow, and the clear ones would get perfectly clear like little diamonds. And there was a gentleman one time a few years ago, no, maybe like 8 years ago, that I was chatting with as we were picking rocks. As you could see here, there's nothing left. There's no rocks anymore. There's no quartz. There's nothing. It's like they came in and just dumped tons of sand over everything to rebuild the beach or something. I'm not sure what happened, but it's completely gone. There's nothing anymore. And there used to be that jetty of big rocks that was huge, and we used to like look through the rocks and see what was in there. Nothing. It's all covered with sand now. So someone came in, and look, we're at the water's edge. There is absolutely nothing here. Everything's been covered with sand. So the beach has kind of lost its appeal for us. We came last year, we checked, there was nothing. We came this year, checked, there's nothing. So we won't be coming back here because there's really nothing much here anymore. But we used to sit there for hours and we would chat with other fellow quartz little Cape May diamond collectors. So that is Sunset Beach. And while it has lost its appeal for many of us that would come here specifically for the reason of the Cape May diamonds and the stones and rocks and shell collecting, it is still a very nice, quiet beach. There's very few people here now. And if you just want a quiet day at the beach, then this is a good beach for you. Thanks for watching.